Welcome back to BNG Hockey, where it's always black and gold. This isn't exactly breaking news. Unfortunately, most of Seattle's picks were leaked earlier today, but it's now been made official that the Seattle Kraken have selected defenseman Jeremy Lauzon from the Boston Bruins. Let's talk about it. I want to start off by saying I was really surprised with the roster that Seattle put together tonight. I really thought this team was going to be a lot better out of the gate. There was plenty of talent made available. They went really young and really unproven. There was so many guys who hadn't even hit 50 NHL games being selected by this team. Now, I said in my past video that I wasn't too worried about who the Bruins were going to lose, and I thought that we were pretty lucky compared to some other teams because the talent pool we had out there available wasn't as bad as some of the pools other teams had to worry about. But then Seattle didn't really pick too much talent, and oddly enough, Lauzon might be one of their best picks tonight, and he was the very first pick in the entire draft. I just thought that was an interesting little side note. They did it alphabetically, but it was funny to see Lauzon being the first pick of the Seattle Kraken. And now that he is selected by the Kraken, I do kind of get a little sad that he's gone. This is an asset that you hate to lose. He's a younger defenseman with top 4 potential. But I did also mention that I don't know if Lauzon's going to get there. I really think he's a little bit overrated here in Boston so far and a little bit unproven himself. So now let's take a deeper dive into what the Bruins are losing here and talk about what they do moving forward. Jeremy Lauzon is a 24-year-old left-shot defenseman making $850,000. He was originally selected in the second round of the 2015 NHL draft. He's played in 76 NHL games, scoring 3 goals, 8 assists for a total of 11 points. This season with the Bruins, he played in 41 games, scoring 1 goal, 7 assists for a total of 8 points. And his playoff stats, they're a lot uglier. He's played in 13 games, getting 0 points, and is a -6. And I think this year, he was horrendous in the playoffs. Now, he was a little bit banged up, but all in all, when he was playing, he was out of position a lot, had a lot of really bad turnovers and big mistakes. And that's why I think he's a little bit overrated, because there were certain times in the regular season where he was doing the same things. Honestly, I think he was just playing too many minutes. So maybe if he plays in Seattle and plays on a third D pair, that'll help him out a little bit more. He's still a very good penalty killer. He still has plenty of potential at only age 24. He's still getting better and a really low cap hit. So you definitely hate to lose that player, and he could be getting better. But honestly, right now with all the defensemen that Seattle picked, I don't even know if he's going to make it into their top 6. So all in all, you hate to lose any player for nothing, especially a younger player who still has some potential. It's sad to see Lauzon go, but I am a little bit happy about it. And the reason is I want the Bruins to add a left-shot defenseman, and I want a legit left-shot defenseman. And last year, we didn't really add one because Don Sweeney wanted to give a chance to guys like Vaakanainen and Lauzon and Zboril. He did that. It didn't really work out. And now that we lose Lauzon, he can't give us that excuse again that they have in-house guys who are ready to jump in. Because we saw that Zboril's not quite ready, Vaakanainen's not quite ready, and we don't even have anybody as close to where Lauzon was at. So he's going to be forced to go out and either get one in free agency or get one through a trade. So that's the bright side of looking at this. Now the Bruins have to fill this hole, and it's a hole they probably already needed to fill. I would say it was their #1 need going into the offseason anyway. Another positive is if you didn't want to lose Connor Clifton or Nick Ritchie, now you don't have to worry about that. Ritchie is still an RFA, so he could potentially go somewhere else, but I think they'll bring him back, and that's good because we need some depth scoring and we need some size, and Clifton is a guy who can play both sides and brings a little bit of physicality himself, even though he's not as big as Lauzon. So that's another bright side thing. I think we'll be able to move on without Jeremy Lauzon. You have to remember that all the teams except for Vegas lost a player too. It's tough for everybody. You hate to lose an asset for nothing, but it's part of the deal. And I think the Bruins will be able to bounce back. If we get a guy like Ryan Suter, I think we'll all forget about Jeremy Lauzon pretty quickly. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What did you think of Jeremy Lauzon? Were you upset that we lost him tonight? Are you glad that we didn't lose some other guys? And what did you think of Seattle's draft overall? I thought it was really interesting. Thanks to Jeremy Lauzon for being a Bruin. Best of luck in Seattle. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big like, and if you haven't already, subscribe.